field, about a third of the infield under shadows right now, and that will be increasing. On the mound for TCA tonight is going to be senior Harrison Vance. He comes to this ball game with a record of with an ERA of 4.11 on the season. And scrolling some things over, he's been the tough out guy this year for TCA. Hard luck loser. Has pitched well in a lot of games with his record 1-6 on the season. He's only given up 38 hits, 28 runs. He's only given up 19 earned runs, 13 walks, and yet he's struck out 28 competitors. And Vance, the hard throwing right-hander. Many of you will remember Vance last year from a playoff game at Tipton Rosemark, where Vance and Max Richardson each pitched 6 innings. The teams went 13 innings, and each pitcher went 6 innings in a 13-inning affair between Tipton Rosemark and TCA in a playoff game last year. And Vance on the bump this year, or on the bump for this ball game, and we were just about set. The defense for TCA around the horn. In the outfield, it's Quarles, Zane Atwood, and Perry. The infield, Jones, Smith, Harpole, and Richardson. And the battery is Vance and Brooks. Stepping up to the plate for Fayette Academy is going to be the shortstop, number 8, Hayden Fly. Here's the first offering of the game. It's a little high outside. Ball 1. Again, a beautiful day for baseball here in West Tennessee. Pitch outside 2-0. Here's the windup. Low, ball 3. The 3-0 count. Fastball down the pike for a strike. Swing and some high heat and a miss. So Vance, working from behind, has worked the count full after going 3-0 to Hayden Fly. Here's the pitch. And it's a strikeout. Caught the outside corner. And the first strikeout of the ball game for Harrison Vance. That's going to bring up Luke Jenkins. Luke playing first base tonight. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing, a foul ball up against the fence. There's a look at the TCA dugout. Wide stance there, as you can see. Pitch, breaker. In there for a strike. Harrison Vance ahead of the count. 0-2. Oh, nasty breaking pitch. Just a tag inside. The only thing that I know about that pitch is my knees broke. Swing, foul ball up against the fence. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Another strikeout on the outside corner. So, Vance with 2 strikeouts to start this ball game. An impressive first inning so far for the senior. Pitch, and they're on the corner. So after struggling with the first batter, Harrison has found his groove. Wind up in the pitch. Swing, a foul ball. Bounced off the dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And strike him out, throw him out. So Harrison Vance with a 1-2-3 strikeout inning for TCA for Fayette Academy. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the first. Fayette Academy 0, and TCA coming to bat right here on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
Harrison Vance strikes out the side of the Fayette Academy Vikings to start this ball game at the top of the first. Now for TCA coming to bat. Let's take a look at what's going to be happening here. It's going to be Nick Jones, Harris Smith, Harrison Vance, and if anybody gets on, Max Richardson, the first 4 up for the Lions of Trinity Christian Academy. TCA looking for their 3rd district win of the season. And Fayette Academy, a team that has struggled over the course of this year. So leading off for TCA will be Nick Jones. And again, we apologize for the internet issues earlier. Apparently, we had to reset the internet for the entire school to fix the problem. It was working earlier, then something happened, but we're all good now, I'm told, and so we're back to baseball here in West Tennessee. Here's the first pitch, swing, and foul it straight back. Just a little bit underneath that was going to center field. Nick Jones just signed to continue his career or committed to Union University earlier this week. Off-speed pitch. Is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Umpire a little slow to give the count. Here's the pitch. Low, 2-1. Outfield and infield, some of them really bothered by the sun at this point. That won't be much of an issue here in just a few minutes. But the first baseman, right fielder, and center fielder all shielding their eyes from the sun as it creeps onto the field. Swing, hits the short or to the second baseman who throws over first for the out. So Nick Jones goes down 5-3 on the pull-out. Now bring up Harris Smith playing the shortstop tonight. And my favorite walk-up music. I get a little chuckle out of that every time. Pitch, a little bit outside, ball 1. Pitch is outside, 2 balls, 1 strike.
We're also on Fox Sports Jackson. We're on their Facebook page.
Okay. I did not know that. And Harris Smith.
Number 6, senior Harrison.
We'll just strike him out, throw him out. I heard that they'd put Fox Sports Jackson back on 105.3.
And we share all of our games there to their Facebook page.
And our game's being carried on their Facebook page as well, I'm told. Strike one to Harrison Vance. Vance with a nice night in last night's ball game, as we told you earlier. Vance was 2 for 3 last night. Breaking pitch. A little outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing, check swing, fouled it off. Jammed inside a little bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Our first room 222 count of the night. Here in the right field, curving, and caught for the final out of the inning. So TCA goes down 1-2-3. At the end of one complete inning of play, no score between TCA and Fayette Academy right here on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Deaton's Carpet One. If you need carpet in West Tennessee, the only choice. Gary Deaton and the folks at Deaton's Carpet One, they have a buying cooperative so they can get great carpet from buyers all over the country and get you the very best in prices. Here's the first pitch of Vance. In the second, a little outside, ball 1. Right down the middle for a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. That's Hayden Fondren, if I pronounce that correctly. Bagging for the Vikings of Fayette Academy. Takes strike 2 on the outside. So Vance ahead of the count, 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike him out, throw him out. A little high there. And a little factoid to start this game. Harrison Vance has struck out the first 4 batters that he has faced in this game. So after being a little trouble 3-0 early against the first batter, Fly, he is really settled into his groove and pitching well, as we said, striking out the first 4 that he's faced. Walker, the center fielder, now up for the Vikings, the lefty. Infield completely covered in shadows now. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Had a great crowd earlier today for the JCS TCA Middle School Championship game. Another swing and a miss. TCA, the middle schoolers, the Young Lions, finished 24-1 on the season with an 8-1 or 9-1 win over Jackson Christian this afternoon in the conference tournament championship game. Here, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Vance with the offering. Jammed him inside, and he fouled it off. Little dribble to the first baseman. He's going to take it unassisted for the out. For those of you scoring this game at home, you score that 1U. And we know guys like Mark Tucker probably scoring this game at home. Hardy Armour, the right fielder, now batting. Another lefty in the Fayette Academy lineup. Pitch on the outside corner for a strike. We're in the top of the second. No score between TCA and Fayette Academy. Swing and a miss. That ground out, by the way, broke a string of 4 straight strikeouts that Harrison Vance had to start the game. Wicked curveball fouled off just to stay alive. Beautiful night for baseball here in West Tennessee. Just a few fluffy clouds. There's a pop-up into center field. Hit deeply, and dropped. Up against the wall, and the runner goes into second base.
Now batting number 9.
So that'll go as E8. And that'll bring up Ben Brewer. Man, he hit that one a ton. And I believe we made contact with the wall out there. Brewer, another left-hander. This Fayette Academy Ball Club heavy with left-handers this afternoon. Here's the pitch. It's in there for a strike. Feigned a bunt, so the corner's coming in. Richardson playing about 4 steps in on the infield. Nick Jones right at the edge of the grass. Checks the runner. Nasty curve. Yes, sir. Vance ahead of the count. 0-2. Vance checking the runner. Just a bit high with that pitch. Again, some cat and mouse games being played at second base. Caught looking for strike 3 is Ben Brewer. So, in the inning for Fayette Academy, no runs, no hits. There was 1 error and 1 man left on base. We go into the bottom of the second inning of play. It's Fayette Academy 0, TCA 0, right here on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Hi, I'm Stan Gerard for your local Food Right. Food Right is the home of the butcher. Food Right is proud to sell certified Angus beef. It's the very best there is. All of our beef, signature pork, and chicken products are cut and packed fresh daily by our in-store butchers. To feed your family well, Food Right, with 11 locations across West Tennessee, is where you need to go. Have a great day, everyone, and much more importantly, God bless.
Folks, you saw that last commercial there. You saw some great cuts of meat, and you get that each and every day from the fine folks at Food Right. Food Right with 11 locations in West Tennessee. Food Right, the home of the butcher. Also home of 5 for 25 beef, pork, chicken specials every day at your local Food Right. Max Richardson leads off the inning for the Lions. Breaking pitch, hit, into the hole, shortstop fields it, long throw over first for the out. 6-3 on the putout, and Andrew Perry comes to bat. Perry yesterday was 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and a walk. So Andrew Perry with a nice night against Fayette Academy. Popped it up and out of play. Into the beach area. We have some fans watching on the Trinity Christian Academy beach area. Just this side of the flag. Softball game already over. Pitch on the corner for strike 2. Perry, who is signed with Belmont University, goes opposite field with it, fouls the guy in play. They're shading Perry to right field. Pitch outside. Some of you may not know, Perry had major reconstructive surgery on his shoulder a couple years ago, even to the point he's caught looking on the strikeout, even to the point where Andrew wanted to get back in the game so bad, he even learned to pitch right-handed so he could help his ball club. Andrew Perry, normally a left-handed pitcher, but learned to pitch right-handed just to help out the team. Zane Atwood now bats for the Lions. Zane didn't have a hit last night, but he scored a run and walked. Pitch a little low and outside, evens the count at 1-1. Swing, foul ball, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We'll be back here on Thursday with baseball. TCA hosting Northside in the home finale, home regular season finale for TCA. Some high heat, swings and a miss. A 1-2-3 inning for Fayette Academy pitching at the end of 2 complete. No score between TCA and Fayette Academy. You're watching TCA baseball on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should offer more than a place to just store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest accounts include the flexibility of a checking account with tiered interest rates, identity theft protection, cell phone protection, and more. So start a financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number at the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at Humboldt Dodge Chrysler Jeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Fans, not only is the Blacksmith Restaurant one of Jackson's great restaurants, it's one of Jackson's great locally owned restaurants. And that means the owners there every day of the week working hard for you to make your meals at the Blacksmith Restaurant the best they can be. Whether you want a steak, burger, or anything in between, the folks at the Blacksmith Restaurant can take care of your every needs. First pitch in there for a strike. Ethan McClure, the batter. He'll be followed by Mason Bergogas, and then the top of the order, Hayden Fly. Harrison Vance struck out 4 of the first 7 Vikings that he has faced in this ball game. Check swing and a foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. A check swing, but he went around, and McClure is out. That's strikeout number 6 for Vance in this game. Vance, strike on the corner. Like I said, after struggling to the first batter he faced in this ball game, Harrison Vance has been dropping dimes. Swing and a miss. And the batter in the hole, 0-2, is Borgogas.
We have 4 games per day.
Just outside. Here's the lineup, the pitch, swing. Nick Jones had it, couldn't come up with it, and an infield hit. For Borgogas.
Now adding number 8, Hayden Fly.
If he does run, you probably need to get a 1 and just follow him. Because I just remember that more. That way,
I don't really have that sense yet.
Stepping in is Hayden Fly, the shortstop. Pitch on the inside corner, yes, sir. Snap throw. Nice catch by Richardson over at first base. Swing on and a miss. And Fly in the hole, 0-2. Hayden Fly, not to be confused with Hayden Fry, former Iowa football coach. Pitch gets away. Runner's going to advance to second, being Borgogas. And Fayette Academy with their first runner in scoring position. Tell you what, former TCA baseball player Jeff Sisk winding up a stellar collegiate career here in the next couple of weeks at Union University. Had the opportunity to watch him play high school ball and have caught some of his highlights at the collegiate level over the last few years. His father, the former public address announcer here at TCA for baseball. Took something a little off of it. The count is full. There's a hit, short right field. Perry underneath it. And the out. So there's our second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Luke Jenkins. Jenkins, one of 3 strikeout victims back in the first inning of play. Vance checking the runner back. Breaking pitch. Paints that outside corner like his last name is Picasso. Fastball low and away. Harrison ahead of the count. 0-2 with a couple of outs here in our third inning of play. Brooksy, the ball gets by him. Runner's going to advance to third. The runner being Bragorgas. Special painting on the field, as you can see. It says Trinity down the left field sideline and Lions down the right field sideline, making the place look extra good on senior night. Pitch a little bit outside. And there in the background of the center field picture, you can see two of our seniors' pictures hanging on the concession stand wall. Nick Jones and Harrison Vance. There he is right in the middle of your screen. Swing and a miss. Jenkins strikes out. He becomes strikeout victim number 7 for Harrison Vance. And down goes Fayette Academy. No runs, no hits. 1 TCA error and 1 man left on base. We go into the bottom of the third. No score between TCA and Fayette Academy. We're back after this on the BallGame Blitz.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
We are a team composed of highly skilled physical therapists with new school treatment approaches and old school customer service principles. We are a community presence because we know our foundation rests in relationship building and involvement. We are leaders in this industry, and we're putting in time daily to develop that aspect of thinking. We're more than a business. We're a team composed of individuals governed by a set of core values. We're more than a physical therapy company. We're a movement in the profession. We are your premier physical therapy team in West Tennessee.
We go into the bottom of the third game of play here at Trinity Christian Academy on senior night 2024, TCA and Fayette Academy. Last district game of the year for TCA. TCA play at home here again on Thursday as they host the Indians of Northside. I believe we'll have the countdown to first pitch pregame show at 6:15, if memory serves me correct, with a 6:30 first pitch on the home finale for the regular season for TCA on Thursday. John Brooks, the catcher, batting for TCA. He's ahead of the count, 2-0. Takes a strike right down the heart. Breaking pitch is outside. Count goes to 3-1. Swing and a miss. And the count is full. Swung and a miss and a strikeout. That is the fourth strikeout for Brewer. Connor Quarles, the batter for TCA. Sam Davis, the designated hitter, is in the deck, on deck circle. Swing, hit the shortstop, long throw over first. And the 6-3 put out. Now bring up Sam Davis to bat for TCA. Sam, little used this year, but he's in the starting lineup based on the strength of the bat he's swung in JV games. Getting a crack here late in the season to show what he can do. Breaking pitch. Just a bit outside. Breaking pitch, reached for it. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. No score between TCA and Fayette Academy, our friends, the Vikings from Somerville. Pitch outside, 2-1. Somerville, one of the corporate centers for Water Well Solutions, one of the fine sponsors of this broadcast tonight. And it is Sam Davis working the count 3-1. Check swing, a foul ball. And the count is full. Outfield playing Davis straight away. There's a smash, left field, base hit, Lions. Sam Davis drills a single in the left field. And the Lions have something cooking.
Now batting number 7, Nick Jones.
Here in the bottom of the third inning of play. Well hit ball in the left field. Slick Nick Jones, the batter for TCA. We're back to top of the order. Breaking pitch. Drive left field. Fielder is under it. And the third out of the inning. So for TCA, no runs on 1 hit. No errors. 1 man left on base. After 3 complete innings of play here at Trinity Christian Academy, no score between TCA and Fayette Academy, right here on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network.
Your life. Your home.
Your business. Your future. Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson. For all of your insurance needs, whether it be home, health care, car insurance, see Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance. His boys pitching for TCA tonight. Vance's first pitch is in there for a strike. Batting is Jared Fergie. Then it'll be Hayden Fonduren and Walker, the center fielder, the 3 batting for Fayette Academy in the top of the 4th. Jackson Christian with a 4-2 lead over Bolivar. There's a high pitch into right field for the out. Severgi flies out to Perry for the first out of the inning. Hayden Fondren, who struck out to start off the second. Smash back up the middle, fielded by the second baseman. The throw in time on the 4-3 putout. If we can give that to me one more time.
Jackson Christian's beating Baltimore in the 5th inning.
Walker, the batter, the center fielder for Fayette Academy. Another one of the lefties that Fayette Academy is featuring in their lineup tonight. Pitch outside, ball one. Inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Foul that one down the left field line in there for a strike. 2 balls and a strike. I'm told USJ down 7-0 in their ball game against our friends from Tipton Rosemark. Pitch, swing, and a miss for the strikeout. Of course, USJ has already won the district championship regular season. They'll be hosting the final couple of rounds of the district tournament over at USJ here in a couple of weeks or so. Pitch is on that inside corner. You got to swing the bat. That's another strikeout for Harrison Vance. That is his 8th of the night. And Fayette Academy goes down in order 1-2-3 in the 4th. We move to the bottom of the 4th. No score between TCA and Fayette Academy right here on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. You know, home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Waterwell Solutions, LLC offers experienced and diversified services throughout the greater Tennessee area. Waterwell Solutions specializes in water well drilling operations. They are experienced in the design, construction, and maintenance of wells from 4 to 16 inches in diameter and depths up to 1,000 feet. Waterwell Solutions has 3 locations in Summerville, Brownsville, and Trenton. For a consultation, give them a call at 731-779-1275. Harris Smith, the batter for TCA, lead off the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Harris struck out in the 1st inning for the Lions. Reaches, swings, and a miss. He's in the hole 0-2. Looking on the outside corner for the 2nd time tonight. Down goes Harris Smith
Now batting number 6, Harrison
for TCA. That is Brewer's 5th strikeout. So both starting pitchers throwing some dimes tonight. Oh. Pitch bit outside. 2 balls and no strikes. High outside, 3-0. Sun is completely set. Can still see a little blue in the sky, but the lights have taken complete effect here at TCA in beautiful downtown Windy City, Tennessee. Three balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Swing, hit to the second baseman. The short throw over first. Hit the 4-3 put out. For out number 2, that'll bring up Max Richardson, who grounded 6-3 in his first play appearance back in the top of the second. Pitch is high. Ball one. Ball on the outside corner. Got him to go fishing there. 2 balls and a strike. Put one on the corner. Tried to get him to go fishing again. Couldn't get him to bite. 3 balls and a strike. Takes strike 2. The count is full. Excuse me, folks. Reach for one. Off the pitcher's glove. Feel about a shortstop. And they're saying he's safe. The first baseman pulled his foot off the glove, off the top throw. Went off the pitcher. Shortstop feel it. Tough throw. Pulled the first baseman off the bag. And Max Richardson in there.
Now batting number 13, Andrew Perry.
With what I will personally rule as a base hit. Off the tough throw. Andrew Perry batting next. He struck out in the second. Brewer's pitch is a ball. Pitch outside. Nice stop by Fergie, the catcher, from keeping for that one going to the backstop and possibly advancing the TCA runner. Breaking pitch. Foul ball out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Outside 3-1. This will be pitch number 57 for Mr. Brewer. Through 3.2 innings of play and the walk.
Now batting number 2, Zane Atwood.
Let me check my records here. That is the first walk given up by Brewer this afternoon or this evening. That's going to bring a visit from the Fayette Academy bench. With that being said, we're going to take a quick timeout right here on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network.
Legends never die, but your AC unit might. Routine maintenance and repair by McCoy's Heating and Air now will keep your system running at full capacity and potentially avoid costlier repairs and downtime when you need your AC the most. Our York certified and trained technicians are the best in the game. Go home to comfort with spring maintenance from McCoy's Heating and Air.
One thing that I can always think we can always all agree on, we always need more cowbell. Zane Atwood swings and misses. A couple of runners on base with 2 outs. Best chance to drive somebody in so far in this game. One ball, 1 strike. Two runners on for TCA. Checks the runners as Brewer back at second. And it's on the outside corner for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Reached for it. Got a chance to get through. Safe. Runner going to score. Play at the plate. Out. Trying to sneak in from home and did not make it. So Zane Atwell will get credit for a single. And Richardson will be the third out of the inning on the no play at the plate. For TCA in the inning, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. At the end of 4 complete innings of play, no score between Fayette Academy and Trinity Christian. We're back after this on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network.
The bonus cash extravaganza is underway right now at Carlock Nissan in Jackson. In addition to dealer discounts, get another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Sentra, another $750 bonus cash on Nissan Altima, an additional $1,000 bonus cash on Nissan Pathfinder, and $1,250 on Nissan Frontier. Plus rates as low as 0% and 3.9 for 84 months. The bonus cash extravaganza underway right now at Carlock Nissan, Van Drive, Jackson.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online.
Scores from around West Tennessee. Jackson Christian Bolivar knotted up in a good one at 4-all. Over at USJ, it's Tipton Rosemark 10 and TCA 0. Or excuse me, USJ 0. The Bruins having a tough night the day after winning the district championship during the regular season.
Now batting number 4, Hardy Armour.
Armour will be the first batter for Fayette in this inning. It'll be Hardy Armour, the pitcher Ben Brewer, and Ethan McClure. Smash right back up the middle off the leg of Harrison Vance. Picks it up, throws. Got him. Nice job to react. I wish we had the replay because that ball smashed. It was a rocket ride right off above his ankle. And we're going to go out and check and see how he's doing. But had the wherewithal to find it and make the perfect strike throw to first base. Max says, ain't no big thing. Hayden Holt goes back to the dugout, as you see. And Ben Brewer will be at the bat, the left-hander. Struck out back in the second in his first plate appearance. Check swing in there for a strike. Little high outside, gives the count at 1-1. Vance, his best tonight, has been doing a nice job painting those corners. Little number is second base. The throw in time. Brewer, fleet of foot, made it interesting. But he's the second out of the inning for Fayette Academy. That brings up the righty, Ethan McClure. Ethan struck out to lead off the third inning of play. Both pitchers in this ballgame have combined for 13 strikeouts so far. Swing and a miss. So for the most part, it's been a pitcher's paradise. There's a baseball song in there somewhere. I'm not going to be the one to sing it, though. Brooksy has to adjust his shin guards. Swing, fouled the ball out of play. And McClure is in the hole 0-2. Pitch just a bit high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another breaking pitch on the inside corner. Evens the count at our second room 222 score account for the night. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And like I always say, if you know what room 222 is, you old. Count goes full. Here's the payoff pitch from Harrison Vance. Foul it off. And McClure keeps staying alive. Harrison Vance. High heat, swing and a miss. And Fayette Academy goes down 1-2-3 in the inning. Harrison Vance with strikeout number 9 on the night. We go to the middle of the 5th, and there's no score between TCA and Fayette Academy right here on the BallGame Blitz.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
He just played the 5th inning stretch here. I'm lobbying for one chance to sing this year. Only one more chance for the entire years. We have one home game left. Maybe I'll get it on Thursday as TCA hosts Northside. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. Next Thursday? That's this coming Thursday.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th, number 8, John Brooks.
Something tells me we'll have an away playoff game that night. You can't beat fun at the old ballpark. Here at 10 Windy City Road in downtown Windy City, Tennessee. John Brooks swings one off. No, that's Zane Atwood. That's John Brooks. Can't determine my 8s and my 2s, apparently. Brooksy struck out back in the 3rd. Hit right field. Is it going to drop? No, the right fielder is under it. For the catch, Armour with the catch. And there's one out. Connor Quarles grounded 6-3 his first time up. Connor had a nice game last night hitting the baseball against Fayette Academy. Need to have him turn it on right here. Connor's done such a great job this year. He gets the tough assignments when he's called in to pitch a game. Usually long relief, a short notice start here and there. But Connor Quarles gets all the difficult assignments when he gets on the bump. Otherwise, he is a fine outfielder for this ball club. Pitch outside. The count is 3-0. As you see some bundled up fans, it was 74 degrees at the start of the game tonight. A few fans brought the blankets with them. And Connor Quarles draws a walk. Second walk drawn by TCA batters. Sam Davis, who had a single in his first at bat. Wearing number 4. Pitch is outside. Runner doesn't go. Pitcher and catcher, I think, got crossed up there a little bit. They're going to have a little meeting of the minds. Boy, look at those fancy catching gear they use these days. A lot different from back in the day. Gear is so much more advanced than it was really even 10 years ago. And really advanced over what I played with back in the day. Hit center field, under it, makes the catch. Runner cannot advance. And there are 2 away. Nick Jones comes up for the 3rd time tonight. Wearing lucky number 7. Nick, in his 3rd plate appearance this evening, popped it up. Trouble, 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 look out. And the catch. Shortstop, center fielder collide. Center fielder holds on to the ball. Center fielder is still down. We're going to go to commercial break, and we're back after this on the BallGame Blitz.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And you can close the book on TCA pitcher Harrison Vance. He pitched 5 innings, gave up only 1 hit tonight. No runs, no earned runs. Struck out 9 and did not walk a soul. A simply outstanding performance by Harrison Vance on the bump tonight. Taking his place on the mound is Andrew Perry. Perry, the left-hander. We'll take a look at his stats here real quick. Perry's pitched 26 innings, 26.1 innings. He's got a record of 3-3, giving up 23 hits, 12 earned runs. He's struck out 42, and he has an ERA of 3.19. So there's the particulars on Andrew Perry, who pitched well his last outing. So a different look for Fayette Academy as they're now see a lefty. Pitch is inside. Bergoros, the batter. They'll be the top of the order. Fly and Luke Jenkins to follow. USJ goes down tonight 11-0 to the Johnny Rebs from Tipton Rosemark. Here's a pitch. Hit right. Oh! Almost a great catch, but a little dribbler into right field is Mason Borgos.
Now batting number 8, Hayden Fly.
Hayden Fry, the batter. You know, that's the first hit given up by TCA pitching this evening. Perry throw over first. There you see the people on the beach. A couple in their lounge chairs and getting some moonbeams. Check swing in there for a strike. Pitch is high. 1 ball and 1 strike. I see you see the pictures of Harrison Vance and Nick Jones hanging on the Wall of Honor. In there for a strike. Andrew ahead of the count, 1-2. Swing and miss. And the first strikeout victim for Perry, the 10th strikeout victim for TCA pitching this evening. Luke Jenkins, the batter. Wearing the double deuce. Takes strike 1. Off speed, foul out of play. Perry ahead of the count, 0-2. Snap throw. Vance is now playing first, and Max Richardson has moved into right, with Andrew Perry going to the mound. For those of you who keep track of such things. Ball gets away. Runner's going to advance second. Is Bergoros. And Fayette Academy, for only the second time tonight, for the third time tonight, has a runner in scoring position. Hardy Armory was in scoring position back in the second. Bergoros was back there in the third, as well as here in the sixth. So this is new territory for Fayette Academy runners at this point. Perry eyes the batter, checks the runner, steps off. Little game of cat and mouse. Pitch just a bit outside. And the count is full. Someone's got mail. Perry not afraid of that number 13. Toes the rubber. Checks the runner. Hit into right field. Runner around third. He's going to score. Play at the plate. And the runner is safe. And Fayette Academy has taken the 1-0 lead here in the 6th. Jenkins with the single in the right. Well, that changes the dynamics of this game completely. Swing and a miss. This does change the dynamics of the game, but high swing and a miss. But if I understand, if the score ends up something like this, TCA would still host the play-in game next week. What TCA has to do is split and then score more runs overall than Fayette Academy, and then they would host. And the same thing, the opposite would be true for Fayette Academy. Fergie, no balls, 2 strikes. Inside for a ball. Oh, they're going to say struck out. I did not see the umpire ring him up. That's, I believe, is 11 strikeouts for TCA pitching tonight. Not a bad night, folks. Foul tip. Strike 1. Heater and a miss. Change up. Caught looking. So outside of the single is TCA giving up 2 singles. One of those scores. And they left 1 base, striking out 3. Going into the bottom of the 6th, it's Fayette Academy 1 and TCA 0. We're back after this on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation. Bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee. If you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Well, things have changed here at Trinity Christian Academy as Fayette Academy is taking a 1-0 lead. Harris Smith batting for the Lions. Jammed him inside. Left fielder's under it. And the out. And there's one away in the 6th inning. Harrison Vance, who has pitched a brilliant game in his 5 innings. He won't take the loss tonight, but he can't get the win either. Harrison wanting to do some damage to that bat. And there he is, a smash to the shortstop. He fields it, though. Long throw. And it's in time. Sounded hot off the bat, but right at the shortstop for the second out. Max Richardson, the bat for TCA. Had a single back in the 4th and grounded 6-3 in the 2nd. Brewer's still on the mound for Fayette Academy, you have to say, as well as Richardson pitched, as well as Vance pitched. Brewers pitched just as well. But I get the feeling it seems like we're so close to just opening up on him, but we just can't seem to get there. Pitch outside, 3-1. Fayette Academy leading this ballgame 1-0. They got one in the top of the 6th. And a 2-out walk is issued to Max Richardson. So Andrew Perry struck out and walked. We'll have a courtesy run for Richardson. Looks like Owen Atwood. My eyes are not, and it is Owen Atwood. Andrew Perry needs to help his own cause here. Owen Atwood, very speedy at first base. Look for him to try and get some yardage. Or some real estate, I should say. Pitch is on the corner for a strike. Swing, and a foul ball out of play. Tried to go for the downs. He's in a hole 0-2. Pitch inside. Gets away, but the infield has Brewers back. Swings and fouls one off. Brewer pitcher looks like he likes to work to the outside corner a little more than he does the inside. Ball's outside. Good throw, but not in time. As Atwood steals second base. So TCA, the tying run, is at second base. A single could drive him in. With 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A game of chess playing out before our eyes right here between pitcher for each team. Change up is inside, and the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A 1-0 lead for Fayette Academy and TCA with a runner at second. The pitch. Drive, right field. Is it going to drop? Yes, it gets past the right fielder. Runner comes around. Atwood scores. This game is tied. Perry into second base. And Andrew Perry helps his own cause. And this game is tied. Clutch hitting by Andrew Perry as the Lion roars.
Now batting number 2, Zane Atwood.
Right field tried to make a play on it. We probably just should have stopped and fielded the single. But you can't fault the guy for trying to make a play. Zane Atwood, the batter. Smash, foul. Organist Aubrey Richardson trying to cheer the crowd on. High heat, swing and a miss. Once again, we remind you that the middle school Lions finished their season 24-1 with a 9-1 win over Jackson Christian, winning their conference championship and taking home the bulk of the postseason hardware. Swing and a miss. Zane Atwood strikes out. But in the inning, TCA comes up with 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We go into the top of the 7th inning. Papa's got a brand new bag. It's 1-1 between Fayette Academy and TCA right here on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Stan Gerard for your local Food Right. Food Right is the home of the butcher. Food Right is proud to sell certified Angus beef. It's the very best there is. All of our beef, signature pork, and chicken products are cut and packed fresh daily by our in-store butchers. To feed your family well, Food Right, with 11 locations across West Tennessee, is where you need to go. Have a great day, everyone, and much more importantly, God bless.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should offer more than a place to just store your money. Our foundation benefits with high interest accounts include the flexibility of a checking account with tiered interest rates, identity theft protection, cell phone protection, and more. So start a financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number at the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Well, Fayette Academy scores 1 in the 6th, in the top of the 6th. TCA returns the favor in the bottom of the 6th. And we're tied at 1-1. And as we move into the 7th, I guarantee you've been thunderstruck. Walker, the center fielder, batting for Fayette Academy, the left-hander, struck out his last time at bat. Took strike 1. Pitching for both teams has been phenomenal tonight. A lot of strikeouts on both sides. TCA pitching in double digits with 12, I believe. Two balls and a strike. Here's Perry's windup. Outside 3-1. Swing and a miss on some heat. Perry throws the flamethrower. Works the count full. Change up inside, jammed him for the strikeout. Yes, sir. And there is one away.
Now batting number 4, Hardy Armour.
That will bring up Hardy Armour, the right fielder. Reached on air in the second, grounded back in the 5th inning of play. Takes strike 1. Little change-up, swing on and a miss. Perry steps off the rubber. Wicked change-up, just a bit outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Goes outside. Brooksy tries to frame it, can't get the call. Swing, fouls the ball off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Caught looking is Hardy Armour. Second strikeout of the inning.
Now batting number 9.
4th for Andrew Perry in this game. Ben Brewer, the batter. Well, in the bottom of the 6th, Andrew Perry, the pitcher, he used the bat to help his own cause. Now Ben Brewer, the Fayette Academy pitcher's at bat, needing to help his own cause. He's in the hole 0-2. And the strikeout. Andrew Perry strikes out the sign, the top of the 7th. We go into the bottom of the 7th. We're all tied at 1 right here on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network. Don't you go anywhere.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
Folks, let's talk about the fine folks at Tennessee Tractor. Tennessee Tractor with locations all over West Tennessee. Yeah, you guessed it, the field wizard, Justin Miller. One of the big deals there at Tennessee Tractor. Whether it's a big farm or just a small yard, Justin Miller and the fine folks at Tennessee Tractor, they got you covered. Tennessee Tractor, the home of Big Green, with locations all over West Tennessee. Just say you want to talk to the field wizard. TCA ahead in the count, 2-0. Brooksy at the bat, John Brooks. They're playing him straight away, pitch outside. He's going to go outside corner, I believe. This time, that's his bread and butter. Didn't get it.
Now batting number 17, Connor Quarles.
Brooks, he'll have a pinch runner. C.J. Lewis, the speedy one, as the courtesy runner on first base. Connor Quarles. C.J. represents the winning run in this game. Pitch is high. One ball, no strikes. Pitch is outside.
I think I can, yeah.
And then 3, I'll help you get 3 because I forgot that cable. Okay. Or you bring it up here, all right.
Here's the 2-0 pitch.
But bring the outfield camera up here.
Gets a strike on the corner.
Yeah. Don't leave it laying out there.
Yeah.
In the grass area.
Shows bunt. Evens the count at 2-2. Got the third baseman charging with that. Wouldn't be a bad idea to see if we can advance CJ as second base. Showing bunt. Outside. Third baseman charging. If you notice the line he took a line a little more towards the inside. So if Quarles could pull it down the line with a bunt, he'd be in like Flint. Swing. And a ground ball. Advances the runner second.
Yes.
And is he safe or out? We'll call him safe.
Now batting for the Lions, number 4, Sam Davis.
I'd like to say I taught CJ everything he knows about running down to first base, but that'd be a lie. Sam Davis. And the manager comes to the mound for Fayette Academy. We're going to have a meeting of the minds. Brewer, who has pitched a phenomenal game in a pickle with the winning run at second. And Sam Davis with a chance, and Ben Brewer's going to come out of the game, and he gets and let's get a shot. He gets a well-deserved congratulation from his teammates coming out of the dugout to wish him well, because Ben Brewer pitched a whale of a ball game. Can't close the book on Ben yet, because he's still responsible for the runners at first and second. They've got another righty coming in. It's going to be McClure coming to the mound, and we'll be back right after this on the BallGame Blitz.
We are a team composed of highly skilled physical therapists with new school treatment approaches and old school customer service principles. We are a community presence because we know our foundation rests in relationship building and involvement. We are leaders in this industry, and we're putting in time daily to develop that aspect of thinking. We're more than a business. We're a team composed of individuals governed by a set of core values. We're more than a physical therapy company. We're a movement in the profession. We are your premier physical therapy team in West Tennessee.
Folks, I tell you, I love me some Waylon Jennings. And nobody better. Sam Davis, the batter, hit a grand salami in last night's JV game down at Fayette Academy. So, Sam Davis looking for some more against our friends, the Vikings from Somerville. And I do consider them our friends, the folks down in Somerville, some of the nicest people I've met in my years of calling ball games in this area. Folks at Somerville and Fayette Academy always treat you well down there. Very respectful, and they're just good folks down there at Fayette Academy. Proud to call them my friends. Sam Davis steps in with the wing run at second base. The pitch is outside. Well, you bet Sam turns on one here, or tries to at least. Let's see what happens. Pitch outside. Sam, a healthy-looking boy, got some thickness to him. He looks like a baseball player. He tried to adjust El Nino with that swing. Check the runner. Lollipop breaker was a ball. The count 2-2. Outside, good eye, good eye. The count is full. Nobody out. And we're tied at 1. Swing, he fouled one out of play. Had to reach for one to protect the plate. Runner steps off, toes the rubber, eyes the runner. And on the corner for the strikeout. With one out, now bring up Nick Jones.
Nick Jones.
How appropriate would it be for the senior Nick Jones to have the game winner tonight? Catcher doing a good job trying to frame the pitch. The pitch. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Everybody on the edge of their seats here. Swing on a foul ball out of play. There you see Joe Cole at the concession stand. You got to be a bad man to make them pink pants work. Pitch has been outside. 3-1. And a walk. The bases
Now batting number 16, Harris Smith.
are full of Lions. Harris Smith, the batter. 1 out in the books. A deep fly wins this game. And the manager for Fayette Academy comes out to the mound. What we're going to do right now, folks, while they hash things out, we'll take a quick break, and we're back after this on the BallGame Blitz.
Your life. Your home.
Your business. Your future. Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Folks, if you need a new banker in your life, call my friend Kurt Gehring and the fine folks at West Tennessee Bank. Kurt Gehring, one of the legendary basketball players out of Jackson, Tennessee, along with many members of his family. Legendary in the game of basketball here in West Tennessee, a fine banker, president of West Tennessee Bank. It is McClure still on the mound. Harris Smith, the batter, bases loaded, infield's in all the way around. Pitch is right down the pike for a strike. We've got two. We brought in the left fielder to play. We've oversized the infield a little bit. We got an extra infielder. 3 on the left and 2 on the right. Only 2 outfielders. So anything hit down the line, it's game over. Anything hit relatively deep should be game over. And the crowd moans. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One way or another, we're going to decide it here. Maybe. Swing, foul ball. Harrison Vance on deck. Just itching for an opportunity. Oh, he swung and missed. And now they pull an infielder out, go to a full outfield.
Number 6.
And with 2 outs, tonight's starting pitcher, senior Harrison Vance, with a chance to win this ball game. Drive, center field. Is it going to be a gapper? In there for a base hit. Lions win. The Lions win. Harris Smith with a walk-off single for the win for the Lions. How about that? How about that? TCA on a walk-off single by Harrison Vance, a senior, wins the ball game by a score of 2-1. And they've gone crazy in the outfield at TCA. How about that? Harrison Vance with the walk-off single. Tonight's starting pitcher pitched such a great game, did not figure in the decision, has the game-winning RBI for the Lions. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, We're going to put a bow on this one. TCA wins. It's a good night. Right here on the BallGame Blitz.
Drive safe. And thank you very much.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place.
I've got everything that I
We
need.
do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance.
Well, it was a good
And we
ball
don't just
game.
believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance. Tennessee's insurance company.
Max started it
Call
all.
Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. You know, home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Waterwell Solutions LLC offers experienced and diversified services throughout the greater Tennessee area. Waterwell Solutions specializes in water well drilling operations. They are experienced in the design, construction, and maintenance of wells from 4 to 16 inches in diameter and depths up to 1,000 feet. Waterwell Solutions has 3 locations in Summerville, Brownsville, and Trenton. For a consultation, give them a call at 731-779-1275.
And welcome back to Trinity Christian Academy, where the TCA Lions, on a walk-off single by Harrison Vance, defeat Fayette Academy by a score of 2-1. For Fayette Academy, they put 1 run across in the 6th inning. They had 1 run on 3 hits, and they had 1 error. TCA, after Fayette Academy took the lead in the top of the 6th, TCA tied the ball game in the bottom of the 6th. Then with 2 outs and the bases loaded, Harrison Vance steps to the plate, takes a pitch, drives it into right center field for the walk-off win for the Lions. TCA with a run in the 6th and a run in the 7th. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error for the Lions. There's your line score. Let's look at the pitching for TCA first, then we'll get to the hitting heroes tonight. Harrison Vance, boy, does not get credit for the win, but what a ball game he pitched. 5 innings, only 1 run. No earned runs, no runs, struck out 9 and walked 0. Andrew Perry came on in relief, pitched 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run. He struck out 6 and walked 0. After giving up the game-tying run, or the go-ahead run, TCA comes back and wins. Perry was a part of that too. He had a key hit and all that. TCA pitching tonight strikes out 15 batters, 7 innings, only 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run. They strike out 15. The hitting heroes for TCA, Sam Davis, 1 for 3. Connor Quarles, 1 for 2. It was Zane Atwood, 1 for 3. Andrew Perry, 1 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. It was Owen Atwood scoring a run as a pinch runner. And the MVP of this ball game, the hero of the game, he's got the Superman cape on tonight. 4 at-bats, no runs, 1 hit. It was the game winner, Harrison Vance. Harrison Vance is our player of the game. TCA moves to 14-10 on the season. They will next play on Thursday against the Indians from Northside. We'll have coverage for you beginning at 6:15 p.m. this evening. A tough luck loss for Fayette Academy tonight. And I have to tell you about Ben Brewer, their pitcher. Pitched a great ball game. He went 6 innings, gave up only 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, struck out 5, and walked 4. Ben Brewer pitched a whale of a game for the Vikings of Fayette Academy. He kept them in there all night long with his arm, and he just fell a little bit short. But that young man has no reason to hang his head. He pitched a whale of a game. TCA was just a little bit better tonight. The happy final, TCA wins 2-1. On behalf of the voice of TCA Athletics, Diamond Dave McCulley, Paul Schulze is our director tonight. And Paul, who is my new cameraman tonight?
It was this guy right here.
I had a new cameraman tonight, and I didn't have a chance to introduce myself. Benjamin Bitterling is the cameraman, directed by Paul Schulze, executive producer Paul Schulze. We even got Jay Cashing in on the act tonight with the internet, the TCA producer-director. The happy final, TCA 2 and Fayette Academy 1 again. For the voice of TCA Athletics, Diamond Dave McCulley, please keep him and his wife, Miss Peggy, in your thoughts and prayers. They're having a real rough time of it. Until Thursday night at 6:15, good night, and much more importantly, everyone, God bless.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 750,000 views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,500 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillies, Union University, Bethel, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, Sacred Heart, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.